Part 3 VTrak J5960 series initial configuration. In this segment, we will describe the initial configuration of VTrak J5960. Number 1. Check the topology of VTrak J5960 and VES R3600 using VES R3600 WebPAM Pro E. Make sure VTrak J5960 is connected to the RAID head unit VES R3600 via SAS connection. Open a web browser and enter the management port address in the browser address bar. The default username is administrator. The default password is password. Click on Device, Device View, Topology, and confirm the topology. Alternatively, you can use an SSH connection to the VES R3600 RAID head and use the same default username and password to log in for CLI command mode. For CLI, use the command topology to check the topology between VTrak J5960 and VES R3600. 2. How to create a disk pool, volume, and NAS share. Click on Pool, Create New Pool, Create Standard Pool, Pool 01, and select HDD from the VES R3600 first. Then click on Pool, Create New Pool, Create Advanced Pool, Pool 02, and select HDD from the VTrak J5960. Use Controller 2 as the preferred controller for Pool 02. Now let's create Volume 01 from Pool 01 and a NAS share from Pool 02. Three. How to update VTrak J5960 firmware through VES R3600 WebPAM Pro E. Click on Administration, Image Version, check Existing VTrak J5960 firmware, click on Firmware Update, and locate VTrak J5960 firmware image. We will use DIU mode for the firmware update in this demo. Click on Download and Next. Type Confirm to start the process. The VES R3600 and VTrak J5960 will reboot automatically in the proper sequence. After the reboot, WebPAM Pro E login page will be ready again, and you can log in and check the firmware version. 4. How to update firmware through serial console cable. First, install TerraTerm on your computer and connect a serial console cable from the COM port to the console port RJ11 of VTrak J5960 I/O module. Run TerraTerm, select Serial and COM port. Go to Setup, Serial port, change the speed to 115200 and click on the new setting. enter command PTI flash -X. Select X mode and transfer firmware files. After one I/O module is finished with the update, connect the serial cable to the console port of the other I/O module and repeat the process. After the firmware update is completed for both controllers, reboot VTrak J5960 using command enclosure-M-R2. 5. How to use CLI command to check VTrak J5960 status. Here are a few useful commands from the CLI to know. Version is used to check firmware version of the I/O module. Cable is used to check cable status for information such as rate, cable length, cable type, and so on. Enclosure is used to check PSU status, system fan status, power fan status, temperature, and other vital enclosure hardware status information. Link is used to check hard drive slot status of the enclosure. Six. How to set up zone configuration. VTrak J5960 includes zone configuration, useful if there are third-party RAID HBA card installed connected to multiple servers. In CLI mode, you can type command enclosure-M-Z X to set up zone configuration. X here is the zone type. After typing the command, it is necessary to type command enclosure-M-Z2 to reboot the VTrak J5960 whole system. For zone configuration, please refer to the product manual. In our next video, we will show you how to contact Promise technical support staff.